Good morning. Welcome to the Big Shave with me, Steve Farragut. It's Monday, the 20th of June 2011, and I'm going to continue telling you, hopefully telling you how to sort yourselves out in the shaving department. So a couple of things to say before we start. Last week's shave. I got loads of really good feedback actually. A lot of people saying, you know, it's good to be back and everything like that. So I'm going to try at least do one a week. Today being the first one of this week. Maybe one towards the end, because there's lots of things happening in my life, and my glasses are steaming up. That's the only problem about putting glasses on. They help you see, but when they steam up you can't see a thing. I do need the glasses on actually. Once I put them on I can actually see. I can actually see in the little viewfinder what's happening. Okay, so where are we? It's weather-wise. The weather's actually bucked up a little bit today. It's nice and sunny outside, it's nice and warm. We've had sun in Britain, but it's also been cold as well. We're still using this damn feather blade, and you can see it. This has been in for at least 2 weeks. Oh, it's upside down, isn't it? It's been in for about 2 weeks, still going strong, still managing to give me a little nick. On Saturday, just for the change, I decided to shave incorrectly, so I basically did two shaves, one in that direction, sorry, one in that direction, one in that direction. Didn't put any cologne on it, and didn't put any cream on after shaving. I ended up getting a really bad shaving rash on it, stinging all day. Back to the good old days, folks. So, feather blade, Merkur razor. Blade goes in the razor. This is the hardest bit about using the Merkur, actually, is getting the blade in. And then you pop the top on it and you're ready to go. Now, I haven't shaved since Saturday morning, so we're starting on the 6th. Where are we? Yes, we are. We're starting on the 6th, and then we're going to work back down to 3 probably. And we'll just start off by lathering up. So what sort of a week have you lot had? I've had my job still going well. And the nice thing is I got paid at midnight last night into my bank account, so I've actually, for the first time in 3 years, I've put money away during the month, so I've actually put some money to my savings account, so which is good. So with the 10 months duration of this project, I should be able to stick quite a bit of money away, which will cushion me for any future periods of poverty. Okay, one of the things in the last video was I suggested, like, I'm not making videos now, but I make a specific one that I could sell as a DVD. Maybe, you know, instead of me just talking to the camera like this, we could have bits of that, but we could also have cutaway shots and close-ups of the skin and all this type of stuff. So I'm going to ask a friend, Steve Maudsley, to actually do some of the footage for us. You know, there might be music on it and, you know, captions and things like that. Wouldn't that be interesting? Okay, so I'm rubbing, just for the change, I'm rubbing the soap in, and we're going to start. As you can see, that's still giving a close shave. In fact, because it is a feather, it's slightly blunt, but as a blunt feather, it's probably still sharper than other blades that I've used. I'm going to pull this down a bit. There we go. So, breathing out here. On the personal front, it's probably worth mentioning, because I did mention in the last one, a few people said, you know, I hope everything's okay. What happened was, been going out with a woman for 10 years, 10 years, and we got engaged and everything, and then a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago actually, I found out that someone I knew she'd been communicating with on Facebook. It was becoming more than that. She knew this guy in school, and she decided she wanted to take it further. So that obviously upset me. I don't know anyone it wouldn't upset, and we've sort of broken up. On the basis that this guy was going to leave his wife and he was going to move in with her, and he was going to see her more often because he's a long distance lorry driver. I'm not going to name any names at the moment. So given that, you know, my relationship, you know, crashed and burned, and he was supposed to be in a very unhappy marriage, I decided to go and see him on Saturday. Now, that's not as easy as you might think, because the guy lives 210 miles away in a place called Somerset, a place called Cheddar in Somerset. So it meant getting in my car 9 o'clock in the morning and driving for 4 hours non-stop until I got to Bristol, and knocking on his front door. So that's exactly what I did. I would absolutely shit myself. I thought, because this guy's ex-army and fit as a butcher's dog. It's a British expression, which means he was very, very fit. I'm not the fittest person in the world, as you can probably guess. I won't hand the camera down, but I've got a bit of a gut. Fortunately, it's not a beer gut, because I've not drunk for 15 years, not drunk alcohol for 15 years, but it's probably a cake and bread cut. Right, so that's all done. That's like pretty smooth, but I'm going to just give it one last go because I'm talking about something else. Knocked on his door, wanting him to say, yes, I love your ex-girlfriend, yes, I'm going to run away with her, and yes, I'm going to tell my wife. And he said none of these things. He said she made it all up. She was fantasising. I'm quite a good judge of people because I work with people in the radio station, I work in communities, and it's pretty, you know, pretty obvious when someone's lying to you, and this guy was lying through his teeth. The only way to describe it was the look he had on his face was as though he'd had his hand caught in the biscuit barrel or the cookie jar, as Americans say. And so after about 5 minutes of talking to him on his front doorstep with his wife inside, he wouldn't let me sort of have access to his wife to tell her. I went back, drove the 210 miles back, told my ex-girlfriend what I thought, that this guy had been lying to her and had actually been setting her up just to be his, well, you might can say, his piece of ass in the northwest area when he was up here driving his lorry. Now, it hasn't exactly backfired on me, but she now is accusing me of like wrecking their future relationship because he's weak and he wasn't going to leave his wife. So basically I think she's deluded a little bit. I think she's actually convinced herself that even though he's not leaving now, he would have left if I hadn't have stuck me big nose in. So just proves you can't win really, can you? Whatever you try and do. The only thing that's come out of it really is I know he's lying. Because of you know, the information about their relationship, I had to wheedle out of my ex. She didn't tell me. It took a long process, and I know when she's not lying. Actually, I know when she's lying. This guy was lying to his teeth, and I've seen him because up until now he'd just been a name. Not even a voice on the telephone because I've never spoken to him. So. He'd just been a name, and I've actually seen a guy in the face, looked him in the eye. Sounds a bit like a Billy John Wayne movie, this, doesn't it? But really, the thing that persuaded me to go down was I watched High Noon the night before, which is a Neil Gary Cooper film, a cowboy film. And I think, you know, the song "Do Not Forsake Me, Oh My Darling" was echoing in my ears as I drove south. So, if you're going to do something rash like that, make sure you watch High Noon before you go do it, because if you don't, you might bottle out, as we British say. I didn't bottle out, so I'm quite proud of myself that I actually went through with it, because I sat outside his house for 30 minutes because he wasn't in when I got there. He finally arrived with his ex-wife, and I didn't confront him in the street. He actually waited until he got in and then knocked on the door. And that walk from my car to his front door was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. I don't know whether it helped the situation or not, but who knows. Okay, so from a lovelorn Steve Farragher in sunny Liverpool, thanks for watching The Big Shave today on Monday, June the 20th. Stay tuned. You probably want to stay tuned now, not for shaving, just to find out what's happening to my my pathetic love life. Okay, ta-da!